Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Check out this video from Charleston White, and we'll get back to you on the other side with our thoughts.
I'm gonna go to summer school. Now, summer school is a little strenuous. Got another 5 to 6 in summer school. They gonna give you 2 in May, give you the rest after July. Nigga, you done subsidize your lifestyle off this money. Now, just say you got a well-to-do mama. You got a hustle, you got a job, and you and your girlfriend doing this together. Y'all can be buying houses with this money because they giving it directly to you in your pockets. And they saying you can pay us back 15 years from now. Who wouldn't walk in the bank and say, hey, I need a loan and I'll pay you back 15 years from now? But black people gonna say, man, you better not get them student loan. I can get it put in my pocket right now. You can't go get a loan nowhere. And if you could, you getting payday loans. You telling me not to get student loan, but you getting payday loans. You getting car loans, right? That's all, and they not giving you the money. So, homie, that's the best hustle in the world, my nigga, especially if you got the academic talent to keep passing.
All right, Alex, you first up in the shoot on this one. What's your thoughts about everything that he said?
This shit is crazy. Okay, so I understand what the dude's trying to say. When you sent me this video, I was like, there ain't no fucking way. Like, I'm sorry to be cussing, guys, but this wouldn't work out for the majority of people he's trying to send this message to. In a perfect world, I think, yeah, if you pull off some crazy ass strategy, like this is probably something I could pull off, or Kirby maybe, but average students hearing this, they're gonna do the absolute wrong thing with this. And so his point of, like, because I know I asked you, Kirby, but the 15, you don't have to pay this loan back until in 15 years from now. And so you don't pay any interest while you're in school. But taking student loan debt to then buy a house, and then I question what kind of house, because he just said buy houses. He didn't say buy investment properties. He didn't say, personal residence. So you're gonna buy a house with debt, and then you're gonna pay the down payment with debt, and then finance more debt. And I just question what the strategy is, because it doesn't sound like there's any plan into this. It sounds crazy. It sounds like a financial crisis waiting to happen. But before I go on a rabbit trail, do you have any questions that you want to ask me?
All right, so the first question I'm gonna ask you is, it's too funny. The first question I'm going to ask you is, what singular thing that he said about it that you just think that just absolutely insane? And forget if you can pull it off or not pull it off, or if the average everyday person can pull it off. Just what part was insane?
Probably the fact of him mentioning they're like literally only giving you like $6,000, and he says go and buy a house with it. So like, that's not. I don't even know what down payment that's gonna be, like $6,000 worth, unless you're out in rural Georgia or something.
I didn't hear $6,000, but go ahead.
Well, because he didn't say $6,000, but that's how I understood it, because he said like they're gonna give you six. He just said six. So I was assuming that's what he was talking about, $6,000. Because I know of kids that went to college that got like that in like grants and loans and stuff. They would get the money straight to their account. But I just think using that debt to then finance your down payment or your closing costs, and then that getting you through to getting your mortgage approved, and then that's financed. It's almost like the VA loan. Like it's worse than the VA loan. I think it's insane to use consumer debt to finance more consumer debt.
All right. So, Alex, you didn't put your point across. You didn't put your point across very well. I believe Charleston White, and this is one of the stigmas that he has, is he says a lot of stuff I mean, he's using a lot of profanity. He's using the N word a lot. So it turns people off, or people are not actually listening to what he's saying. Charleston White, if you actually listened to what he was saying, he is 1,000% correct. He's 1,000% correct. And I'm gonna explain why. The key part everybody's missing is what he say. He said, if you have a parents that are well to do, he said, let's say you and your girlfriend was doing it, or you're doing it by yourself. Student loans, it's a cap on how much you could take out, but in student loans, it costs, let's say, $30, $50, $60,000 a year to go to these universities. You can get a loan for the whole $50, $60,000. So now just think about it. The key element, if you have a parent that's well to do, the other element of it, if you're good academically, then it makes sense. But this is, and I agree with you 100%. Most people cannot pull this off. But now listen to the diagram that he's saying. You have a parent that's well to do. Your parent pays for your school, right? Your parents pay for your school. You go out and get the student loan. They're going to give you cash. You go buy assets. Go buy rental property. You go buy assets. You stay in school and you keep hustling to do the school. You pay no interest the whole time you're in school. So let's just say every year you buy an asset. You buy an asset. You buy an asset. So let's just say every year you buy a fourplex. So that's 4 units. So that's 16 units, right? There's 16 units. So now let's say after that, you go get your master's or whatever. Or let's just say you just buy one fourplex at the beginning of it. And then you just go to school 5 years. You have paid no interest. Now you have the cash flow, right? Now you take all the cash flow when you're done with school, and then you pay it. They're putting the money right there in your hands. That's the element everybody misses in that. Because I've sent this video to many people, and they said they had the same reaction that you had. But people don't understand what he's saying when he's saying it. It's, hey, if you got a well-to-do parent that can afford your school, this is another avenue that you can access money. Just like we talked about level 5 money the other day. This is another way you can access money without the credit score, without everything else, to get capital to build assets. That's the whole element of it. Now you have that asset. So now you save the cash flow from that asset. So now the student loan payment is due. So now you pay that, refinance the asset, because now you have 4 years of appreciation, pay off that, and then now you got an asset free and clear because what? You had to come up with no money out of your own pocket. That's what he's really trying to say. But of course it gets missed. His delivery, his diatribe, everything he's saying, it gets missed because of how he's saying it and how quote unquote ghetto he sounds. But I believe he's 100% spot on. But I'm not recommending people that with no financial sense, no parents around that can help them do that. They're not recommending nobody does it. But he just gave another quote unquote cheat code on how to access capital if you needed it. But you have to be 100% financially disciplined to pull it off. That's what I got from him.
Okay, I agree then. Okay. And I don't mean to sound cliche saying I agree, but it makes more sense because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what a well-to-do mama was. I didn't go to school, guys. I didn't have any parents funding me in education in college or nothing like that. So, but that makes sense. I mean, but I think the key factor, and that's why I said you and I could pull it off with what we know now. And the key point is, what 18-year-old coming out of high school going into college is going to have that mentality unless they've had a parent like you teaching them since day one. Like, I'm sure it's something your son could pull off in the future. Maybe he could, but I think it's very few are gonna have that financial literacy and discipline to know what steps to take and know what strategy to utilize.
Right, and he's right. But the key element that most people, like I said, I sent it to multiple people. People didn't, and like you said, well-to-do mom. That means somebody who has the knowledge and the capacity and the financial literacy to do it. Your kid has to be good at school because they got to go to school to keep, passing along. And then for Alex, like you said, you don't know. And then a lot of people are going to bring up the fact of the 15 years. If you get out of your bachelor's and then you go to your master's, you're still in school, so you're still not paying interest. And then you can keep doing it. So when I heard this, you're right. I thought of my son. My son's school is paid for all the way up until his master's. So now, would there be free money for him to go do what he needs to do to build assets? Yeah. Then he take all the cash flow, store it, and then use that to pay off the student loans whenever he's done with school. And the school is already paid for? Yeah. But like you said, discipline is not many 18-year-olds do it. But again, well-to-do, that's the key thing. And I know a lot of people don't understand. Well-to-do, that's the key element of the whole thing. But if you put it together with that and then just put it out in the flow, it actually does work. That's my view.
All right. I like the video better now. Okay. That being said, guys, let us know what you think. Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, subscribe to us. We'll see you guys on the next one.